Hello, I'm Debbie Hixon, Countywide School Board Member, Seat 9 for Broward County Public Schools. Inclusive Schools Week is held December 6th through 10th. It is an opportunity to highlight ways the district celebrates diversity and inclusiveness in its schools and educational programs. It celebrates our schools' progress in delivering high-quality education and support for Broward County's diverse students, including those who are marginalized by disability, gender, culture, and language, among others. This year's theme is Rebuilding Our Inclusive Community Together, and reflects the goal for a greater appreciation for inclusion as a philosophy and as a way of life in our schools and community. Despite the increased challenges schools have faced over the past 2 years, our district remains steadfast in its commitment to meet the educational needs and aspirations of all students, regardless of cultural background, disability, or socioeconomic status. As an example, in the recently completed 2020 census, Broward County emerged as the most diverse county in Florida, and our students reflect that diversity. Our district recognizes individual differences as we educate students from more than 175 countries who speak 151 languages. And the district serves nearly 30,000 English language learners and more than 94,000 students of Hispanic descent. Broward County Public Schools also supports more than 36,000 exceptional student learners, representing nearly 15% of the total student population. 1/3 of exceptional student learners are students with learning disabilities, including dyslexia, emotional and behavioral disabilities, Down syndrome, and the full spectrum of autism. In addition, the district ensures deaf and hard of hearing students, as well as visually impaired students, receive a quality education that prepares them to succeed in college and beyond. I am proud that Broward County Public Schools continues to foster an inclusive learning environment for all students, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, when the district distributed more than 120,000 computer devices to students who needed them to continue learning remotely. We also negotiated low-cost internet services for families experiencing homelessness. I would like to share a few highlights from the Inclusive Schools Week resolution. Whereas, Broward County Public Schools is committed to providing an education in schools and classrooms that are welcoming and capable of educating all children, and whereas, educators of Broward County Public Schools recognize that each child is unique, learns differently, and therefore learns better if teaching is tailored to their abilities and interests, and whereas, educators and families of Broward County Public Schools have been working hard to ensure that our classrooms and schools are characterized as being high-performing and inclusive. And whereas, by their efforts to make our schools and classrooms high-performing and inclusive, the educators and families of Broward County Public Schools have contributed significantly to building a stronger and more inclusive community. And therefore, be it resolved that Broward County Public Schools join with the Inclusive Schools Network, EDC, and schools, districts, and communities around the world in declaring the week of December 6th through 10th, 2021 as Inclusive Schools Week, and encourage schools and classrooms across Broward County to sponsor appropriate learning and community building activities in its recognition. Please join me in acknowledging the hard work and dedication of our educators and families and ensuring Broward County Public Schools remain laser-focused on educating all students in an inclusive environment tailored to each student's specific abilities and interests. Thank you.